Tuftorious Snook tied a neat knot in his blue-checked bindle bag and fastened it to a stick. He hoisted it over his shoulder and held the end in a single furred paw. The woods were quiet and still. It was a perfect day for finding. Exactly the sort of afternoon when a fortunate finder might discover a lost treasure or two. Tuft took a deep breath of summer air, his chest filled with optimism. His long whiskers twitched this way and that, searching for a trace of a lost object, before finally settling in a southeasterly direction. The small finder walked briskly, but with a lolloping gait, due in no small part to his mismatched shoes. On his left foot was a red Wellington. It was far too big, but had been comprehensively stuffed with moss. On his right foot, he wore a small blue slipper, which was rather damp and worse for wear. Tuft hoped to find a better shoe soon, one that was more befitting an explorer, such as himself. He rummaged in the front pocket of his dungarees and pulled out a fruit pastel. He'd found a half-full packet last month. Tuft gently tucked the sweet into the pouch of his cheek. The trick was to make one sweet last the whole journey, however long that might be. But, of course, that was nearly impossible, since Tuft could never tell how near or far he was from a lost treasure. His whiskers could only tell him that he was headed in the right direction. Tuft walked for the best part of an hour, noticing everything along the way, as finders always do. His whiskers were pulled taut, like kite strings. They steered him through the bramble trench to the outskirts of the woods, far from the finder's main settlement. At first, Tuft thought he was headed to the picnic clearing by the roadside, where busy families often discarded umbrellas, cutlery, or old tennis balls. That was where Tuft had found his much-prized fruit pastels. But instead, he was pulled towards the stream. Tuft tried his best to hop over to the other side, but he lost his footing and ended up with both feet in the water. "Oh, botheration," he muttered as he scrambled up the bank. "Oh, botheration, botheration, botheration." He pulled off his saturated slipper and wrung it out as best he could.